My name is Ryan Quirk, and I want you to stop trying to be happy. Now, that seems very paradoxical considering I wrote an entire book on the art of happiness, and I am a life coach who teaches people how to cultivate happiness in their lives. So, what do I mean when I say that? Well, what I'm referring to is that you are, in essence, happiness itself. You could also say that you are love itself, you are joy itself, you are wisdom and peace and excitement and passion itself. That is your core essential nature. That is the energy that you are. Right now, in this moment, that is what you are. You can never not be that. What you can do, however, is block it off. All right, so you are this being of energy. All right, this is what quantum physics is starting to say, that everything is energy, that even what we perceive to be solid matter is just oscillating energy fields, oscillating vibrations and frequencies. All right, this doesn't mean you should throw out your physics books and stuff, but this is what quantum physics is starting to point to. This is what the Eastern philosophies have been discovering for thousands and thousands of years. And so you are a being of energy living in an energetic universe. And the nature of your energy is happiness itself, is joy and love itself, right? In the yogic tradition, they say that what you are is Sat Chit Ananda, which means existence, consciousness, bliss. That is what you are. You are a soul, you are a being of consciousness, you are energy. You are a spiritual being having a temporary human experience. And now you don't have to believe me yet. In fact, you don't have to believe me at all, but if you do want to feel this joy that you are, stick around just a few more moments. So, you're this being of happiness, and the way that your energy flow works, as you have patterned yourself into a human vessel, is you have this type of river of flowing light or flowing electromagnetic energy that is trying to move through you all the time. All right, and just like a river, if you were to observe a river in nature, the river is already flowing on its own. You don't have to tell the river to flow. You don't have to go gather more water. It's already moving. All right, it's already doing its own thing. Now, what is it that would stop that river from flowing? If you took a giant boulder or some other type of blockage and you placed it down right on top of it, all right, your inner universe, your inner world is the exact same way. You have this energy, in the Eastern cultures, they call it chi. They sometimes call it Shakti, or they call it Kundalini. These are all very fancy mystical words, but you can just call it energy, right? And it's trying to flow through you, and the nature of that energy is bliss. It's joy, it's love, it's creativity, it's who you are in essence. And it's trying to flow through you, but there are sometimes blockages that get in the way. All right, so what are these blockages? Those blockages are negative thoughts, negative beliefs, and fears, resistances, all right? And they build up within this inner river of energy flow that is always trying to uplift you and feed you. And so that is why I tell you to stop seeking for happiness, because happiness does not lie in the external world. It's not 10 years in your future when you get your dream car. It's not in a couple months when you get into a new relationship. Your happiness is all around you. Your joy, your bliss, it's all around you. You are it. You don't have to seek for what you are. But if you aren't feeling it, that's okay. All that means is that you're blocked off. You have been blocking yourself off, and you do that by thinking negative thoughts, by harboring negative beliefs, although that's not your fault, that happens unconsciously. And so all you have to do is remove those blockages to feel this essence of who you are. It starts to happen very naturally. All right, as Rumi said, you need not seek for love. You need to simply seek within yourself all the blockages you have built against it. All right, so what happens is in our life experience, let's say we were in a relationship and we felt all this love. It's pouring out of your chest. You're feeling excited. You're in love with this person, and then they betray your trust. All right, and all of a sudden you have this new blockage that kind of knots up in your heart space, right? And this blockage is painful. It doesn't feel so good. It's painful. Does not feel good. And now your survival brain, every time that you go into a new relationship, has that same blockage. Oh, I want to feel that love with them, but I don't want to get hurt the way I did. And so we build these walls from preventing us from fully experiencing the richness of life. Because the richness of life lies not only in the joy and the love and the beauty, but also occasionally in the heartbreak and in the challenges. So if you want to feel this happiness that you are, and I don't mean a little bit of happiness, I mean overwhelming happiness that you are, this joy, this creativity, this boundless compassion that you are, you have to make a commitment to yourself. And I recommend writing it down, which is, I am not going to block myself off from life anymore. I'm not going to let fear run my life anymore. Because the trade-off that you make when you try to block yourself off from getting hurt again is you also prevent yourself from ever opening to love and beauty and joy again. So in that sense, just like this river analogy, you must stay open. You must be willing to let go of those boulders that are in the way. And now, if you look on my channel, I already have other videos on how to remove negative beliefs, and I will give you more. However, I'm going to give you just a quick tool now so that you can begin to remove these blockages. So the way you know that there's a blockage in place is when you feel negative emotion. So you're going about your day, you're feeling fine, and all of a sudden a pain in your chest, and you're like, you're feeling insecure, you're feeling angry, you're feeling stressed out about something. All right? That's how you know that you're out of alignment. All right? If you've ever driven on the highway, you know that as you're driving and you swerve a little bit to the side, you start hitting those bumps on the side of the road, and they're telling you, hey, get back into the proper lane. All right? That's the same thing that your emotional guidance system does. When you are out of alignment with your true self, you feel those bumps of negative emotion, stress, anger, annoyance, and then you swerve back into the right lane, right? So the next time you start to feel stressed, angry, upset, anything like that, instead of reacting to it or saying, oh, this is just who I am, I want you to just relax. So the next time you start to feel stressed, sit with yourself. Ideally, sometimes you'll be driving or in a conversation, so you can't do it right away. But even then, you can do it a little bit, which is try to just deeply relax. Let go of the tension in your hands, in your shoulders, in your chest, in your whole body, and just take a breath. All right? And then you're going to ask yourself, what is this emotion trying to tell me? Because in truth, you already know what the blockage is. You don't have to search that far to find your negative blockages, those negative beliefs, those negative experiences that you've been harboring. You already know what it is. If every time you think of a relationship, you get a pain in your chest, you already know what that blockage is. If every time you think about expressing yourself, you get pain in your throat, you already know what that blockage is. So you just want to start to become aware of these blockages, and you want to relax. And then what you're going to do is you're going to start loving the blockages. You're going to flood them with compassion, all right? Love and compassion are the light that illuminates all darkness. So you have a knot of darkness within you, a knot of negativity. And what you're going to do when you identify it is you're going to immediately start bathing it in love. It's a part of you that needs to be loved, all right? So instead of pushing away and saying, oh, why am I always angry? Why am I always stressed? All this other negative stuff. The moment that the blockage arises, you're just going to say, I love you. In my case, it would be, Ryan, I love you. It's okay. You're not dealing with that anymore. It's okay. I love you. I love you. And you're just going to relax. And what you'll notice is the blockage starts to loosen up. All right. This is because of one simple principle, which is where attention goes, energy flows. So if the moment that your attention gets called to the blockage, you start going, oh no, oh no, oh no, and you push against it, you're creating a lot of negative energy. But imagine if every time something negative in your life came up, you greeted it with love and compassion. All of a sudden, that's a lot of energy. That's a lot of attention that is focused on love and compassion, which is your true nature. Remember, you don't need to seek love or create love. You have infinite love available to you at every moment, infinite. And the amount that you allow is up to you, all right? And because the beautiful part of this process is I can't do it for you. I can guide you, I can assist you, I can uplift you. There's other people who can point in the right direction, but you were given the free will to decide how you create your life. I can't reach into your brain and turn on different thoughts and different feelings. Only you can do that. And it starts by becoming the master over your awareness, the master over the power of your awareness. which is simply every time negativity and challenges come up, greet it with love and compassion. And all of a sudden, you find yourself in a loving and compassionate state of being. Only you can do that. All right? And that's the reason for every phenomenon in your life. All right? You can place your attention on a thought of, I'm confident, or I'm insecure. Where your attention goes, the energy is going to flow. All right? You are the painter of the story of your life. You get to choose which narrative you tell yourself by where you direct your energy. And what happens is as you begin to greet these blockages with love and compassion, and you start to place more of your awareness and more of your attention on love and compassion, on positive thoughts, on the thoughts that you really want to be thinking, this energy starts to manifest like second nature. Because again, as I told you, you are happiness, you are joy, you are love. You don't seek it from the outside. The outside can amplify it, it can call it up within you, but it's within you. It's within you. When you fall in love with someone, you feel this energy rising up inside of yourself and then pouring out of you. All right, that's what actually happens. When you're expressing yourself creatively, it rises to a different center and pours out creatively. All right, but all the energy source is originating within you. It is within you. All right, because you are a being of love. You're a being of light. You are a being of consciousness. You're a being of energy. You're a spiritual being. You don't even have to believe me. But if you want to be happy, which I'm sure you do, then all you have to do is stop looking for it outside of yourself. It's actually more of a process of letting go and letting in what you already are than it is about anything else. All right? And don't feel selfish because you want to be happy, because your happiness, your joy, your love is the greatest gift that you can give to anyone else around you. When you decide to be happy, you are then empowered to have so much of this energy running within you that it actually pours off of you and out of you. You know, have you ever had the experience where you see a funny video online and the first urge that you get is because you're feeling so happy and giggly and so much joy is to share it with someone else? You ever felt so excited about something you can't wait to tell someone else about it? You don't even care who, you're just like, I need to tell someone about this, right? Love loves expressing itself. So don't feel selfish or guilty and recognize that you're worthy of feeling the love that you already are. It's not out there. It's not 10 years from now. It's here and now. That love is within you. Now, there might be a process of letting go of these blockages, and that's okay. But all you have to do is every time one comes up, greet it in love and compassion. And then when they're not coming up, you'll start to feel the love and compassion. You'll start to tune yourself to more positive thoughts. You'll start to be kinder to yourself. You'll start to be kinder to other people. You'll uplift other people. And the energy just starts flowing and flowing and flowing. And I'm not telling you anything you already don't know either. You already know this. You know, these principles have been preached for thousands and thousands of years. And even if you've never heard them before, there's a part of your being that already knows this. All right? And so let's just go back to these few core ideas as I kind of wrap up the video, which is you are happiness itself. Stop looking for it. You are it. All right? The next thing is your inner energy flow is like a river, and it's trying to flow all the time, but it gets blocked off, and that's not your fault. But what it is your responsibility to do, because I can't do it and no one else can do it, is you have to remove those blockages. How do you remove them? When they come up, you greet them and flood them with love and compassion, and then you begin to place your awareness on something else. So instead of placing your awareness on the negativity and the resentment and the anger and the fear and the jealousy, it comes up, you greet it in love and compassion, you give love to yourself, you accept it, and then you continue to place your attention on love and compassion, positive thoughts, positive actions, all that wonderful stuff. Where attention goes, energy flows. So you are happiness itself. There is a river of joy that is trying to flow within you, and you unlock it by changing where you're placing your awareness. Where attention goes, energy flows. And that is your freedom. That is your freedom because you are a co-creator of your reality. All right? I can't do it for you. No one else can do it for you. Only you can do it. But you are empowered to do it. You can get guidance and help and assistance. Right? I'm not saying to ignore that support, but you are self-empowered enough where you have the ability to do it. All right? What happens when our energy flow gets blocked off is we start to look for things in the outside world that we're not feeling on the inside. So if my heart is really blocked off, I'm going to really look for a relationship and think, oh, maybe that will bring love to my life. All right? But everything you think you seek in the outside world is actually a state of being or a state of consciousness that already exists within you. All right? So when you're seeking love in the outside world, find it within yourself first. And what you'll find is the moment you find it within yourself and you feel all this love and this joy, that's when the relationship comes. Because now you have something to give instead of looking to take. This energy starts to pour out of you. And when I say this not metaphorically either. There is literally energy within you that is trying to pour out of you. All right? Just as certain wavelengths of energy are invisible to the human eye, right? You can't see your thoughts, but you experience them. You can't see your emotions, but you feel them. This is a visceral energy that is just invisible to the human senses, but it actually starts to radiate off of you and through you, through every part of your being. Not just your body, your being. All right, so I think that's enough for now. I hope you get the point. But stop seeking for happiness. You are happiness. All right, you are the happiness that you seek. And I'm not saying you can't have wonderful things in the outside world, wonderful relationships, wonderful connections. But when you find this happiness that you are, those things just become amplifiers that you get to express and give something to instead of looking to take something from. All right, this is really the key. This is the key. All right, this is the key. You look to give your love instead of to take love, and then you paradoxically receive more love than you could have ever imagined. You look to give and express your creativity and joy instead of looking to take in pleasure, and you paradoxically receive more creativity and love and joy from others than you could have ever imagined. All right, so your life can be so beautiful, so very beautiful, and I'm so excited for you to unlock that because you can start doing that now. You don't need to wait. You can start doing this now. Begin to place your attention on love now. Think of things you're grateful for now. If negativity is coming up within you, give it love now. You don't need to wait. Your extraordinary life starts today. Thank you so much. My name is T Quirk, and if you're interested in more of the work that I do, and I only say this because I truly want you to feel the way that I've been able to feel so many of the days of my life, I wrote this wonderful book, An 18-Year-Old's Guide to Self-Mastery, How to Master Your Life from the Inside Out, where I dive even deeper into the tools and teachings. But if you're not interested in that, you can also just stay tuned on this channel. I also post on TikTok and other social platforms. That'll be down in the description box below, where I talk more about this, because my only goal and my only intention is to help you feel and live the way you want to feel and live. That's basically all that I care about and all that I want to teach. I want you to live your own unique, adventurous story the way that you want to live it. I want you to feel all the love and joy that you could ever imagine feeling. Because once you start to feel it for yourself, all you want to do is give it. So, thank you. Check the description box down below, like and subscribe, and I hope you have a wonderful